and the producer is, telling him to do his vocals just slightly different, and he gets excited. And he said, now this is producing. And I love that. What's up, friends? My name's Kevin Bissay. I'm a musical artist and a producer. Today, we're going to discuss the Kanye West documentary, Genius, a Kanye West trilogy, which is on Netflix. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do, and check out my latest music. Links are in the description and in the comment section. There's an album to pre-save. The first thing I wanted to point out is I think it's insane how long Cootie held on to this content. I can't imagine a filmmaker filming things almost 20 years ago and holding on to them for this long and being so chill about it. Second, I found a few moments with Kanye in studio situations to be pretty fascinating. Early on in the documentary, you see him in the studio with Jay-Z and Jay-Z's producer and guru. I was really impressed by how easily Kanye took direction and correction. If they wanted him to change his delivery of a specific line, he didn't argue with them, he didn't throw a fuss, he heard them out, thought about what they said, thought about how it made sense for the track, and did it. He was very collaborative and very responsive, which is in contrast to how people perceive him through his media appearances. He comes off often as arrogant and intense. In the studio, he seemed chill, humble, and collaborative, which to me goes to show the importance of staying humble and being collaborative in a musical environment. Even if it's not the persona that you wish to show to everyone, it's still vital that you have that attitude in the studio because you need to create good relationships there. That is the most important place. That is where the music matters most. And I think he was able to have such a humble approach to music because of his experience as a producer and as a beat maker. He came in thinking, this is what is best for the track. He wasn't thinking, oh, I'm so cool, I want to portray myself as this awesome guy. He was thinking, what will make this track the best it can be? What performance can I give that will present a great track? Later, you see a really brief interaction with him and another producer and engineer while he is working on Late Registration. And the producer is, telling him to do his vocals just slightly different, and he gets excited. And he said, now this is producing. And I love that. That is such a great way for an artist to respond. There's so much respect there. That respect is so necessary. I've worked with artists who don't have that respect, and then I've worked with people like Harley Swisher, where we have that really good back and forth relationship. Or Amy, two people I worked with on this EP that's coming out soon. I'll have a pre-save link in the description. But whenever we say something to each other, we are very conscious of the track itself. We've worked with production and engineering, and so we respect each other's opinions, and we know that there are things that we might not hear right off the bat and that we will need direction for. And that humility helps to improve our overall project, and it creates a better collaboration. And you can see that Kanye is doing that exact same thing, and he's displaying how necessary it is for artists to just be chill and easy to work with. And that's how he's creating this longevity. Toward the end, when he's working on Kids See Ghosts, he's very chill about it. He's listening to feedback. He's exploring different ideas with his producer and with Kid Cudi. He's open to making something together. He wants the track itself to go the farthest it can. He's offering funny ideas, they're offering fun ideas, and it seems like a really good environment. The other thing that caught my attention was the willingness of Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin is a top producer. He's one of the best in the world. And yet, when Kanye tells him, hey, that initial plan we had may not make as much sense, I actually want you to come to the ranch. And he says it in a very, almost timid way. He doesn't outright say, oh, come to the ranch instead. He said, I was thinking maybe you could come to the ranch. And at first, Rick Rubin's kind of hesitant. He's like, oh, yeah, I can make that work. And then he starts thinking of how he can switch his schedule around. He's incredibly malleable and willing, and he's ready to make changes to better suit an artist and the environment that that artist feels is necessary to create a good project. And to me, that's one reason why Rick Rubin is consistently so good. He's staying humble. He's not getting full of himself as this phenomenal producer. He's willing to work with the artist and put himself on the artist level. He's in love with the music, and he's willing to make sacrifices to have that music come into existence in the way that the artist wants. He's also probably being paid a ridiculous amount of money for these tracks, but he's still easy to work with. He's not being a diva. No one's being a diva in this. You know, there's not any hardcore diva moments in this documentary. And I think, you know, that could just be that Coodie is cutting them out, but I don't think so. I think he was just showing what he saw and what his perspective was. I enjoyed it, and I think it emphasized the importance of qualities of humility and patience and good collaboration in terms of making great music. Hope you enjoyed this little breakdown. I hope that enhances your experience maybe a little bit as you're watching the documentary, or now that you've watched it, helps create new thoughts. If you have further thoughts on this documentary or counterpoints, I'd love to hear about them in the comment section. And make sure to like and share as well. Check out my latest music. I've got a pre-save link for our new EP, Gonna Make It, in the comment section and in the description. And that's it. Catch you on the flip.